It's time for us to drive the enemy back.
It's already been a month, and I believe I'm still playing Slitterhead, which is okay. But the real question is, what is the future for it? So before that, let's see the player count. So far, the player count, as if this time, it is now about 774 all-time peak, 22 days ago. Now, it's still gaining. I mean, there is parts where it got 98. Yes, it won't do better, but so far, well, it's still getting players. Don't get me wrong, it's still getting. I don't know if there's reused content like people claim. I mean, what about you guys? Have you experienced it? Have you noticed any reused content? Let me know in the comments. I don't know if Bokeh Studios have any statement. We haven't heard anything. You know what? Let's check. So let me get this straight. It says here, Keiichiro Toyama made a prototype for an AAA Siren successor while at Sony. It became the basis of Slitterhead. Okay, I was thinking about it. Their hardest achievement, Horror Curio, Slitterhead emerged from ideas for big budget Siren 3. Siren 3? I don't know, there is a third Siren. This one from Rock Paper Shotgun. Slitterhead, body hopping action horror that's best left exposed. Yeah, we don't believe them. Not even Polygon. Rough on the edges, that's one way to put it. Right now it's like, how long is it? It's gonna be a few, or perhaps it's 18 days until Christmas? Hopefully this game will still rise up, but we don't know what the future will hold, as in a year from now. What about you guys? Have you experienced anything like buggy or any issues within that game? List it in the comments. When I play it, there was no bugs or glitches or anything. I don't know, the boss is good. The hopping, the transport, I mean, that's easy way for you to speedrun everything. I think they have a map system, but there are times where, I don't know if there's a map, which I really need to check my clip that I played just to be sure if I did have a map. But they do have a waypoint. But even with the waypoint, the hardest part is to know where you're going. And there's also some dialogues which you can just skip everything, but if you want to hear it, just like a movie, because it's mostly combining both gameplay and movies, which at least they done right compared to the West. I don't know if it will hold their own. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, despite having less than 1,000 people playing it, and journalists refuse to review it. At least somebody is playing it. I believe the character is one-to-one. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check the female characters or perhaps the behind the scenes if I could find it. Overall, the game is good. Yes, I think it could be a mid something, but if I were to rate it, I rate the same thing I say. It should give it a good score. I mean, 92 if I'm being generous. I need to check back the user ratings just to make sure if the user rating is good. We need to give more recognition to these Asian-made video games, because don't forget, after the failure of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Asians, or perhaps video games made either at China, South Korea, or Japan, they're dominating. And it's going to come to a point where these wokies, or perhaps the AAA video game devs, cannot use consultancy firm if they wish to make their games sell well. Just a food for thought. Hopefully it can still continue forward, but I believe Bokeh Studios have other plans, so let's wait and see what they have in store.
Very well then. If your loyalty to Lord Liu Bei is as you say, then this plan will surely proceed without incident.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want any woke or anti-woke detective. You can visit my second channel up here or link in the description.